Hello everyone, this is Siham from the Research and Development Department in Market Equity. In this video I'm going to be talking about some of the important instruments and their price movement predictions for the day, which falls on a Friday, 5th of November 2021. Let's begin with the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, where in the previous videos we said that in the 4-hour time frame it is moving in a sideways correctional movement between levels 113.40 and 114.45 inside the overall uptrend in the daily time frame. Currently, we can see that the pair is being traded near the lower boundary of the sideways movement around level 113.40, which, by rebounding upwards off of around this level, will support the continuity of the current sideways correctional movement and will continue to target around level 114.25, then around level 114.45 as primary targets in the current sideways movement. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that it is currently moving around level 40, which supports the probability of rebounding upwards off of around the current levels in order to continue with the sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame. That was it for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Let's move on to the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. In the previous videos, we said that by breaking down through level 0.7130, which used to resemble the lower boundary of the previous sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame, the downwards correctional movement in the 4-hour time frame will extend to retest around the broken upper boundary of the falling wedge, which was formed in the daily time frame, as well as the medium term. One thing to note is that it also resembles level 50% Fibonacci of the previous upwards movement that started around level 0.6875 and ended around level 0.7218. Currently, we can see that the pair is moving around level 38.2% Fibonacci of the same previous upwards movement, and therefore by rebounding upwards off of it, it will support the return to the uptrend in the daily time frame, as well as the ending of the current downwards correctional movement or the current downtrend in the 4-hour time frame. However, one thing to note is that unless the pair breaks upwards to level 0.7180, then the scenario of continuing to retest around level 50% Fibonacci near the broken upper boundary of the previous falling wedge in the daily time frame is still probable. By breaking upwards to level 0.7180, it will support the ending of the current downtrend in the 4-hour time frame as well as the 1-hour time frame, and will support the return to the uptrend in the daily time frame, which in this case will continue to target around level 0.7315, then around level 0.7460 as primary targets for breaking upwards to the falling wedge in the daily time frame. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that by moving around level 30 near the oversold area, it supports the probability of rebounding upwards off of around the current levels in order to correct inside the current downtrend in the 4-hour time frame. That was it for the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Let's move on to the platinum. Previously, we said that by breaking upwards through the upper boundary of the downwards channel in the 4-hour time frame, and by breaking upwards through level 1035.40, which used to resemble a horizontal resistance level for the platinum in the 4-hour time frame, it will support the continuity of the current uptrend in the 4-hour time frame and will continue to target around level 1062, then around level 1076 as primary targets in the current uptrend. Recently, we can see that the platinum reached around level 1067 and formed a peak around it, where it then continued to rebound downwards off of it in order to retest the lower boundary of the upwards channel in the 4-hour time frame, where it is currently starting to rebound upwards off of it, and by rebounding upwards off of it will support the continuity of the current uptrend in the 4-hour time frame and will continue to target around level 1049, then around level 1067 once again as primary targets in the current uptrend in the 4-hour time frame. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that by rebounding upwards off of around level 40, it supports the continuity of the uptrend and also confirms the rebounding upwards off of around the lower boundary of the upwards channel in the 4-hour time frame, which further supports the continuity of the uptrend, specifically since if we look closely, we can see that upon rebounding upwards off of around the lower boundary of the upwards channel in the 4-hour time frame, the platinum formed a bullish engulfing pattern which reverses a downwards movement, which is a pattern that reverses the previous downwards movement into an upwards movement, which also further supports the continuity of the current uptrend in the 4-hour time frame. That was it for the platinum. Market Equity wishes you successful trading. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.